G'day folks, Tony Angers here, the conflict guy. I'm just on my way back from running a session for a client group, a high school, and one of the questions that was raised during the session I felt was worth discussing and broadcasting. So if you've got somebody who's upset with you or upset with circumstances, and you sense that they are suffering from some sort of loss, they've been badly affected by something, they've had things not go the way they want, and they're upset. You have to understand that what you do in this moment with that person can affect two types of conflict management, short or long term. And people forget about the long term. So they will do things that matter in the short term, such as, look, that's not my department. You'll have to come back tomorrow and speak to the person in charge of that department. Or, what am I supposed to do about it? Or, listen, mate, you just have to suck it up. Any of those things which are extraordinarily unhelpful. And so what's worth remembering is that we fashion our conversation with that person in that moment being cognizant of the long-term, not just the short-term effects of your communication. So in other words, what are they going to be like with you tomorrow when they come back? Now, the reason you're nice to them and polite to them and helpful is the long-term strategy you're aiming for is to develop trust. If a person trusts you, they are A, more grateful for the work you've put in today, B, less likely to confront you with aggression tomorrow. So when we create trust, we put emotional money in their bank. We're now building on that well-being that exists between the two of us. And when you do that, they are more likely to give you some concessions. If you make a mistake today, or if you make a mistake tomorrow, as long as you've built some goodwill, you're okay. And you're building goodwill by putting money, emotional money, in their bank, building up their emotional bank and creating trust. If you create that trust effectively, then you are effectively managing conflict over a long term, not just short term. There are some amazing short term conflict management strategies. Somebody steps forward with an angry voice and points their finger in your chest so you punch them in the face. Conflict managed today. Tomorrow that person brings round 3 of his mates and beats you to a pulp. So for long-term strategy, that's a fail. So I encourage you to understand the difference between long-term, short and long-term, in terms of those strategies. And there's customer satisfaction all tied up with that. There's, good customer service, etc. You're building long-term goodwill. Righto. Hope that's made sense. If it has, click like, hit share, comment. It's always great to hear your comments, and some of you are really opening my eyes to, broadening and deepening my understanding of the topic as well. So thank you for that. And also, if there's something you'd like to talk about, just let me know. You guys take care. Have a great day. Ciao.